Hey everybody, let's tour the kitchen. I just want to get some more coffee. All this crap. Why do we have paper towels here and here? Why do we have 2 rolls of paper towels? Ah, yes, the Technivorm, designed by Krang himself. This is the most important piece in the entire office. Without this, nothing would get done. So thanks to Technivorm for not sponsoring this. You better sponsor the next one or else I'll say nasty things about your company because I don't have a soul. That heat plate works.
You are surly before your coffee.
Ah, wonderful. Thanks, Technivorm. Can you put a sparkle in my tooth or something? Do we have that editing capability? Hi, welcome to the show. I'm Manhugh, Manster Farmenwichson. So, we got a loot crate here. The sponsor us to open this thing on the show. And I am going to defend this thing because I know that loot boxes in games have made everyone think that everything loot cratey is a gamble. So let me just talk about why I'm okay with this, whereas a lot of the loot boxes in games I'm not okay with, and we'll use it as a little segment. So this has tangible goods that are different every time. Even if it doesn't like hit on exactly what you like, there's a market for this stuff, like an aftermarket. So like if you get some genre thing you don't like or some thing you don't like, you just throw it on eBay and you make usually more than you paid for the actual loot crate. So I'm okay with that. And like I said, the big thing with a lot of the games is that the loot crates are random and you're going to get the same item over and over again. So you pay money and you get the same hat you already have 5 copies of. So it's always unique with this. And it's a bit of fun. And I've actually gotten some t-shirts I quite like with this. We got an Overwatch thing. Hey, Widowmaker. 74% less sexy with a head like that, right? We got Power Rangers. Get a shot of that. Look at that thing.
The actress who played her died in a horrible car accident.
That's a little bit of nerd trivia for you.
This is the November loot crate.
Why did it just show up? Well, you guys have already seen everything then.
Yeah.
In that case, dude. Oh yes,
oh, nice.
This is actually really cool. Oh, Justice League. So let's stop having all this goddamn fun. Check it out, guys. If you want to pick a certain crate, look at all these loot crates you get. So you guys can grab it over at lootcrate.com. We've just got the gaming crate, but you know you can get whatever you like. Stranger Things has their own crate. Okay, well if you really like Stranger Things, get a Stranger Things, some Stranger Things memorabilia. Last month loot crate. Why did it show up right now?
I don't know.
They better pay us for showing this shit off. I ain't sitting here for my own health. I need this fucking shit like I need a shotgun blast to the face. What's his name? Tony Clifton? I need this like I need a shotgun blast to the face. What's your last name? Up and down on the water? Hey guys, you have like now until like tomorrow to get Windows 10 for free if you're upgrading from like Windows 7 or Windows 8. I'm gonna say you need to go ahead and do this. I know there's some people out there who still just will not upgrade. Pistol, I'm gonna nag you until you're agitated. You need to upgrade to Windows 10. Here's the reason. DirectX 12, it's exclusive to Windows 10, runs your games quite a bit faster. The fall creator update makes games run even faster, so it's a faster gaming platform. What about all the telemetry and them spying on you? Well, they have rolled a lot of that telemetry into the updates that you've been getting on Windows 8. So you probably already have it. The only way to really get away with that, or get away from that, is to go back to Windows 7, but you're going to lose out on a lot of stuff if you go back to Windows 7. And maybe have some peace of mind. I don't know. Windows 10 is also just snappier, faster, cleaner interface. It's Windows 8 was a mistake. Windows 10 is what it should have been in the first place. You lose a few uber nerdy things, like the shadow copy and that sort of thing don't work the same, but I do all that on my NAS. Anyway, just go ahead and upgrade and thank me later. If you guys want to know how to get rid of the telemetry, we made a video showing you how to do that. And there's more tools on Windows 10 to get rid of the telemetry. You're never going to get rid of it fully unless you move over to Linux or something like that. But if you're using Windows, you should be using Windows 10 in my opinion. And you only have like another day to get it for free, so go ahead and do it right now. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, it's free. Okay, Apple users may be facing jail time. No, Apple execs may face jail time in France. I'll just go into this Apple thing. In France, it's illegal to make a device that has planned obsolescence built in. And there is a group that's suing Apple. If Apple loses this lawsuit, well, the executives could be in danger of jail time if they set foot in France. I think that's funny. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, the whole planned obsolescence thing, Apple recently admitted that they were, I guess, slowing phones down over time And the reason they say they were doing this is that batteries over time deteriorate, and they didn't want anyone to have any weird shutdowns, or they didn't want anyone to like experience, you know, shorter battery life and that sort of thing. So in order to compensate for this, as they roll out the updates, they slow the phones down. And people really have been noticing this for years and yelling and screaming, Apple, like, our phones are getting slower with every update. In fact, Justin had a phone, and he was actually chatting with someone, and they were like, no, we're not doing that. And he's like, no, every time I update, this phone gets really That's what's going on. Apple's been basically making their old phones slower and slower with every update. The real reason, obviously, that they're doing this is they want you to go out and buy that new, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 brand new iPhone. They want you to get so frustrated that you go like this, you go, eh. But guess what? They've apologized for this, and you know what they're going to be doing now? They're going to be letting you come in to replace your old battery for only $29 instead of the normal, like, that's like $70 off. Apple. So the FCC just overturned net neutrality, and monopolies are running rampant. Comcast has already decided to jack up the price of standalone broadband, so if you don't bundle it with all their stupid services like cable and phone and all that stuff, you're going to be paying $5 to $10 more. They've also upped the price just a little bit for all the equipment rentals, and all the nonsense fees and stuff are going to be going up as well. So just taking a couple of dollars from each user every month on all these nonsense fees and strange, you know, like bent over backwards fee or whatever. There's all these, if you look at your bill, there's all these weird fees, you know, like earlobe service fee. What is this? And they're like, oh, that's when you put the phone to your ear, it touches, and we have to charge a fee for that. This is all stuff that Ben Shapiro wanted, and I'm glad you guys are happy about it on 4chan. AT&T, check this out. They're promising, like, you know, new jobs, and oh my God, all this stuff's going to go through the roof, and because of Trump's new tax plan, and also because of what the FCC has done, we're going to be able to grow and expand, and they're laying off over 2,000 people right around Christmas. Moving right along. What did you guys think was going to happen? Justin, let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about this movie here.
Oh, Shadowrun the movie? I mean, Bright.
You mean Bright?
Bright. Sorry.
11 million views in the first 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's 11 million viewers in the U.S. I wonder if they're also counting for the fact that, like, people sit down and watch it with their families and stuff. I wonder if they know, like, do they know that, or are they just counting the amount of people who watch the video on
Active
Netflix?
Screens that are playing it.
Like, I'm not sure how, because, you know, I sat down and watched it, and we had 3 people there when we watched it. So does that mean that the number's even higher? I would bet the number's closer to 20 million. Yeah. I think this is really exciting for a few different reasons. And I'm going to tell you guys out there, I didn't love this movie, but I think it's important. All right? I'm not going to say, fair. I'm not going to go like deep into why I didn't love it, other than the fact that it created more plot holes and didn't fill in the blanks on a lot of things, and had so many scenes where it was just really cool but made no sense whatsoever to me. But the dialogue was, you know, fun and fast, and it was there's a lot of like current stuff going on. Like they used the orcs to talk about, like, you know, violence against blacks and stuff. It's a very political, you know, there's some political vibes going on and stuff like that.
Yeah, they weren't like hiding what they were, like the messages are very upfront.
Here's why I think it's important, and you haven't seen it yet, right?
I've seen parts of it, and I started watching it yesterday.
All right. Well, I think it's important because this flavor is something that people want more of. They want to see the fantasy elements. They want to see, like, you know, Shadowrun, Dungeons and Dragons, and that sort of thing. I hope that this paves the way for more of this type of content, and we get more people who are obviously dungeon masters or game masters writing movies.
When you're in that realm of being like a person that plays role-playing games and stuff like that and stuff, it's when you've been at it for a little while, you can really tell when you watch other things, like, all right, the dude that wrote this clearly played Dungeons and Dragons, or like this was very like Tyrion Lannister was obviously George R.R. Martin's character in a D&D game.
Right.
Like very obvious, you know, things like that. Like it becomes painfully apparent once you see it, and it's kind of awesome because you're like, yeah, bro.
All right, guys, check out epicpants.com. We have a new mouse. It'll be live like right now. The new mouse is here, 3360 sensor in this new mouse. Very lovely right-handed ergonomic design. It'll be on Amazon in about a week. The Senpai is back on Amazon, by the way. And I'm putting up some more clear instructions on noticemesenpai.com for people who are having issues installing Laka.
And the shirt of the month next month will be up next month.
Yes, it will be. But right now, you have like one more day to get this. Well, I think we have some inventory in this, so we're going to sell through these because I think this is an important message to get out there.
Yeah.
It's a conversation starter, even if it's, you know, it's a fun t-shirt, but it's also like conversation piece.
Saw that guy that was like, I don't understand your grammar on that shirt. And it was like, oh, you sweet summer child. Apple is now requiring that games that have loot boxes in them now disclose the odds of what actually getting stuff out of those loot boxes are going to be, which is very similar to a mandate that's been made in China for games like that show loot boxes. Like China has this thing where you have to post the odds in order to be able to even have it going on. So now Apple is going down that line too, since loot crates are becoming a bigger and bigger thing, or loot boxes, excuse me. There's a difference between loot boxes and loot crates, I guess.
Yeah, loot crate is a trademark thing.
Yeah, loot crate gives us the shirt. But we should, really appreciate that Apple wants to be honest and upfront about the things they do. Didn't we?
They always do, don't they? They're so good.
Yeah.
Guys, the new version of CEMU, which is the emulator for Wii U, is out. Version 1.11.3. I think you have to get it through their Patreon link. Those guys threw a bunch of hot, fresh DRM on it. And they only give it to Patreon for like a week or two. So anyway, if you're a member of their Patreon, you can get it. If not, just wait till next week and you should be able to get it. They added an experimental new feature, multi-core support, and now these games are screaming. Zelda on most decent setups will run at 60 FPS, 4K, just smooth. It never drops. All these games are running so smoothly now with this multi-core support. So hopefully they keep going down this path. I didn't think they were going to do this because it's going to be difficult to program for, but they've done it. So hats off to the CEMU guys. You guys should check him out. CH Kim, he's the CEO of the PUBG Corporation. He wants this to be a universal media franchise with movies, cartoons, whatever else. And he said
Happy
movies,
Meal
cartoons,
toys.
animation, movies, cartoons, and animation. Cartoons and animation. Don't you need lore?
Yeah, or like
What are you going to do here?
any kind of notable characters. Hey, I'm John Chicken Dinner, and I'm here to win this with my other friend on my squad.
And I'm sassy badass girl from a rich family.
Yep.
And I'm here with John Chicken Dinner. We're going to team up until it's time to kill each other. And then you have the shy girl over in the corner who's like, I don't want to be here.
Like, who's gonna be the character that just goes on and makes racist Chinese comments the whole time? Like, where's that character gonna be?
There'll be a character just named China Number 1.
Yep. I'm just looking forward to the episode of PUBG, the animated series, where they spend like the entire episode shooting it from the point of view of the police vest level 2 as it like goes around on this person, and they're like, it's the whole struggle of them going into multiple houses and trying to find a red dot site. Like, oh, what a clincher of an episode.
And then they get headshot and someone grabs the level 2 vest and we continue on through that person's point of view.
Oh my god, wow. It'll be like that episode of MASH that won all those awards back in the day.
Seriously, what in the hell are they going to do with this? Okay, yeah, it's really compelling to watch a bunch of violence, and it's really compelling. The whole idea is really compelling because it's a battle royale. We've seen this a gazillion times before, but how do you make this into a universal media franchise? I guess they're going to have to completely create lore, and then they're going to make another game with all that lore in it.
Yeah,
Who knows?
This is going to be like, they tried this with the Emoji Movie.
This will be more compelling than that because from a base standpoint, the idea of a bunch of people killing each other until there's only one left is compelling enough to have people sit there going like, oh, I'll give it a fair chance, but what the hell are they going to do?
The only way that I could see this working and that would actually maybe be like a clever way to do this would be to do like a mini series or like a an hour-long special that just shows like little individual stories about people all on the same map or something like that, like them like these two are best friends and something like that. And but the whole point is that they're expendable, so like they start having this storyline, then one of their heads blows off and then it goes on to the next group that just shot that group, and like all of a sudden they're talking about how like this one doesn't know how to drive or something like that. Like a collection of stories about what's going on this battlefield. That would be kind of cool because then that would play on the fact that everyone's just an anonymous person, but hey, they still have stories. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a bunch of people punching each other in a loading screen.
In order for this to be authentic, they need to have a scene where they all land immediately. And some guy runs into like 12 houses and cannot find a gun, whereas some other guy runs into a house and immediately finds like 10 guns and comes out and just starts blasting, and he's like, I can't find a gun! I can't find a gun!
And then one person needs to die while they're like looking at their inventory. This trench coat's pretty nice. I don't know if
That's pretty much how it's going to be.
That's going to be...
Do you guys think it would work?
Yeah, like, anyone out there? Like...
You don't even have words for this.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I'm trying here. grasping at nothing, and now I'm going to end the show because I'm going to have to go play PUBG. I uninstalled it last night. It was like playing it at home. I was like, screw this. I've got to...
In a rage, you uninstalled it?
All right. End of show.
Show's over. Get out of here.
Deal with it. We've already done our advertising, so we'll see you on the website. Or not. I don't care. It's the Happy New Year and all that crap.
Here's for 2018 being less of a dumpster fire than 2017.
Yes.
It doesn't look good.
No.
No.